Back at it. Alright, I took that edge off where the seats were pressed in. The guy from the machine shop, I spoke with him and he said that these were hardened seats. These were already, this head had already been done, because when I first brought him there he had mentioned that. And this has been over, I say, a year and a half since I've had these heads. They've been sitting up there hanging out, just waiting. Sorry, shaky cam. Alright, I heeded Darren's advice, and essentially starting to port the bowls here. There was a real prevalent lip right here, and what I've been doing is actually using the drill with the little egg-shaped deburring tool, and I'm using the straight deburring tool, and I haven't got into doing this yet with these, so these are probably going to end up doing water jackets and stuff, so I'm going to set those aside. But I am porting them out. You can see there's still a lot of slag there. It's really rough down there, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, from the other side of the runner, I'm going to try to get in there and clean that up. But that's an 80 scratch. That lip is gone. There's a nice smooth transition, and it's seeming to work. This one I actually took the edge off of the exhaust port too. It's still a little prevalent, but I'm working on it. That I'm going to try to get a little shinier, but I'm not going to do too much more on the intake runner. These heads, I understand fully what Darren's trying to allude. I'm having compression issues, and it won't be a street running car. It'll be more like a quarter-mile machine or something that you can just use sparingly, because you got to use race fuel, because you're going to be getting too much detonation and pinging due to the high compression. He asked me how to, maybe I should figure out what the CCs of the head are, and that's my next question. How do you establish the CCs on your head? I've seen videos where people use piece of glass, but it doesn't go into detail how they go about and the steps taken and involved in CCing a head. So if anybody got a video out there or a link, they can send my way. I've been watching Head Bites. That dude, man, he's like an artist when it comes to heads. He can visibly, mentally picture how the air is going to flow in the chambers and what he has to do to make it work. It's Head Bites. Head, B-Y-T-E-S. Really smart dude, and you can tell he's been doing it for years and years and years, and he knows what he's talking about. And I got a lot of information off of him, but I don't know how to CC a head and how you would go about doing it. I gotten this far. I gotta go out and get a gasket so I can stop port matching the gaskets to the openings. I don't have any of that blue dye. What I'm going to use essentially is a red marker. And trace around the outside edge, set the gasket down, line it up with your bolt holes, and then take a scribe and scribe around the gasket, and then match this opening to your gasket opening, and clean it up that way. And try to take any sharp edges. But I think these heads, someone had messed with them before me. I just came in and cleaned this out and got this a little bit better, a little bit shinier. But this is right out of the gate. It's nice and smooth. I haven't touched this yet. I'm going to get it to look like this, but someone has already been in here, messed around with these heads a time or two. So they are hardened seats. I got $1 grand invested in these heads right now, and just to say I walk away from them, I know I'll never recoup my money if I turn around and try to sell them. So I'm going to try to utilize them, whether it be 2 motors that I do, one a thriller and the other a killer, so be it. The 781 heads that you offered me, we'll talk about that. I feel kind of odd accepting something that expensive. It costs money, and I mean that's something you could probably use down the road, Darren. So we'll talk. We'll pursue that, and we'll go over it. So as it stands, I'm going to try to keep these heads. If I have to go with a dished piston, I will do it. If I have to go with another block, and like I say, I'll have a thriller block to go around, and I'll have a killer block to go racing with. I'll do it that way. But I want to keep the heads. I get too much invested in them and too much time, and we'll see how it goes. So that's that. Alright, so this is Mark from Second Gen. We had a little bit of snow. We had a little bit of snow. Darren likes the snow videos. I don't know why. I don't like the snow videos. I don't like the snow. Let's go take a peek. Yeah, that pile's about chest high. Yeah, we got some snow. My neighbor cleaning up his car. I already did my part. I gotta clean the Jeep up. The truck's set. It's about 8 to 12 inches. It's a winter wonderland. It's really, the sun feels really good on you right now. Everything's starting to melt. And yeah. Snow. Alright, so this is Mark from Second Gen. If anybody has any information on how to CC a bench CC, I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I would really like to learn. I would really like to learn, and I'm sure a lot of other guys in the garage would really like to learn that part of it. And hopefully someone can do something, put a video up or a link, and we can all learn how to do this and get it right. So everybody enjoy their weekend, what's left of it. You guys are up in this area. Hope you don't plow too much or shovel too much. Take it easy. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.